Go steel frame unfreezes, and there we go. This is not going to be a very happy rant, jovial rant, whatever you want to call it. It's not going to be very angry or bitter. And it has nothing to do with all the other items right there, but this has to do with this book right here. And this is only going to be basically a demo rant, or a beta rant, alpha rant, whatever you want to call it, because in my head, I'm visualizing making possibly a video, or maybe do another live stream, a full live stream of this, actually giving a full complete review of this book, if you want to call it that. Anyways, piece of crap. So obviously the cover is backwards. Apparently this is the front. It's supposed to be the back. That's the back, but apparently it's supposed to be the front because the book comes out this way. So with that being said, that's one gripe. But that can be overlooked. Whatever. This is the deluxe edition of The Art of Tekken, a complete visual history. So it comes with the 4 art prints. I plan on getting these scanned in, and then on the next video or live stream or something, you can see them there. I'm not going to go ahead and bother showing that. And if you want to screen cap it, you can, or email me and I can send you the scanned in high quality scans of that. But that's the back, that's the front. Okay. All I find is when I go to Google and I search for book review for this, or when I search to try to find which characters were the art prints were of, or what the art prints look like. They're apparently a limited edition art print. This book cost that price. Yeah, that's not an exaggeration. That's for the deluxe edition. You get the standard edition without this case and without the art prints. It's, I think, $39.99, and that's still overpriced for this book. Way overpriced for this, and I didn't pay $100 for this. Luckily, I found it on eBay for a little cheaper than what the complete price of the deluxe edition is. So this says what it comes with, and you know what it's about, and what it comes with right down here, which is the slip design. This right here, apparently the cover, which is a homage to the Tekken 7 arcade. Granted, this came out when Tekken 7 was out, and there was no Tekken 8, I think, in 2019. It's third party, it's not first party by Namco, although it's official because they, I guess, sanctioned it or something. What's the word I'm looking for? They allowed it. But anyways, and you get the 4 original limited edition art prints of iconic Tekken characters. That's a letdown for sure, but anyways, you'll see in the other video. But so that's the cover. Hoorah, right? They should have hired either some other writer, or had someone do proofread it or something, or at least, at the very least, sent it through AI. Had AI fix all the grammatical errors and typos and whatever else in it. Because like first page, or wherever the first time I'm reading, I just run into all kinds of grammatical errors in it. I've been writing down, keeping like a text file on my computer, and like each of the pages where I find a grammatical error in it, because there's just so many. I'm probably maybe 1, 2, 3 pages in, and it's already up to about, what, 15 errors. And I'll give you one example here. Let's see where I was at. Okay. Maybe from there you can't see. The second paragraph, page 10. And I do agree with what one person, there's another YouTube video someone made of this book, and they just basically make the statement, and I agree with this, that, I mean, this is more of a history of Tekken in written words, basically, more than it is just a regular art book. And I agree with that, because it goes into detail how Namco became Namco, then how they got into the arcade scene, and then how they steeped into 3D, and then from 3D they went into the fighting game, I guess rivaling Virtual Fighter, and then all of a sudden, voila, Tekken's born, and then you get this so-called quote-unquote history of Tekken. And then apparently some of the characters are left out when they have pages here about the characters and have some of their character graphic arts and stuff. And then, like he was pointing out, though, some of the characters have a fuller page than most others. Some have like 1-2 pages, while other characters just have like a single small page, which is understandable because some characters were kind of smaller in that respect. That's kind of, you know, Doc Vonovich. But there's also some more significant characters that end up not getting, you know, much of a page. But Jack gets like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages. Jack, you know, 6 pages. But anyways, the characters like Murdoch, 1 page. Miguel, 1 page. Michelle, 1 page. Julia, 1 page. They're pretty much main characters here. But yeah, like, because the other guy was just trying to play it off like it's just people like Doc Vonovich, but no, or Boskanovich, however you want to pronounce it. But no, it's, I mean, some actual main characters just
nice book, many
get perhaps 1 page or something. I mean, come on. Why does Fang Wei get just 1 page? Seriously. Lily, her dispute with Asuka, 1 page. But Steve gets 2, 3, 4. Come on. And you get Bob 2 pages, but only Fang 1. And then Law. So, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. And then June gets... Oh, well, let's see. 1, 2... Technically 2 pages plus this 1 big page with her character art from Tag Tournament 2. But, then, like, 1 page for Unknown, but... Whatever. She's, like... should have had probably more pages than that on her, but like I'm saying, some characters will get there like, oh, there's taken 3, 5, and 6 character graphics, and then some characters won't even have that, like we've seen with say Michelle or something. Well, even Forest Law don't have that. I'm trying to find hers. Well, Bake don't have it. Lily doesn't have it. And really, I feel she should be the one to have it. And as many pages as Eddie had, which is 2, he didn't even get 1 of those. I mean, some characters got it, some didn't. Josie, Katarina didn't get 1. But King, see, he got it. Taken 1, 3, and 5. And then there's Taken 6. So, whatever. But, first, probably one of the first grammatical errors that I ran into, second paragraph of page 10, the sentence says, they was the birthplace of Japan's Jimu Shintos. Like, they was? Come on, really? They was the birthplace. Like, come on. Did they rush through this or something? I think in that same page there were more grammatical errors in other paragraphs, and I'm just okay. I'm going to try to cover all that in the next video or live stream or something. Like, I just felt I needed to do this short video real quick for, you know, I don't know, just point out, don't waste your money on this book, and if you're wanting it, just like the deluxe edition so you can get the art prints, that's a waste of money too. Don't just wait for the next video or live stream, and it's going to be like basically a full review. I will show what the art prints are, what they look like, and some more in this book.
Probably means there was.
That is full of grammatical errors, and then not to mention, this is a brand new book, but on Konomitsu's page, which is, I believe, page 116, right here. There is a fold right there. I'm not even sure why it's there. It's like it's a perfect fold. Let me get back to it. Because I'm looking at that and I'm wondering what's going on there. Why is there a crease right there? Brand new unopened book I just opened. A fold. But it's perfectly like cut right there to line up with that and right there. But when you unfold it, it's like it wasn't completely finished. So, whatever. Right? Don't waste your money on this book. Not worth 40 bucks. Not worth 100 for the deluxe edition. But the Tekken 6 art book, which is cheaper than this, you can find it on eBay, probably 10-20 bucks cheaper. That's a better book. The Art of Tekken, which is the Tekken 5 whatever anniversary book, which is an actual art book, and it's basically just full of artwork of Tekken, official artwork and all this stuff. That's worth the money if you can find it on eBay. It's not going for too high. The Tekken hybrid, however you want to pronounce it, hybrid, the art book that it came with when you done the pre-order, that book is worth it. It's not selling for too much. It's not as pricey as this one. It's worth getting. I have all those books, and I've planned recently, since the inception of this book, planned on doing like I wouldn't say review, but just kind of flipping through them in a video, showing what's in them, and you can kind of get a feel of whether you would like to have those books or not. But look, just don't waste your money on this book. If you're diehard Tekken fan, or even like a pro level player, or just someone who's played this game for a long time, this book ain't for you. No, don't get this book. If you're new to Tekken or something, I would still suggest not fooling with this book. And I'm going to see if I can find it and explain why, kind of. There's other resources out there you can go to if you want to try to learn the game or something, or even learn the history of it. But Yeah, stay away from this one. There are some interviews from the some of the producers of the Tekken game in this book. They're just kind of short interviews, and they also gave an interview to Hirata, the creator of the game, basically, but nothing too interesting, to be honest. Hirata interview of, yeah. But anyways, that's not what I was looking for in this book. It's not, I wouldn't say it was as bad as Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Prima Game Guides written by trolls. Not my words, but anyways, just quoting somebody else on that. Or maybe the game guide for Tag 2 is better than this, who knows. I really don't like this, but okay, let's see if I can find this in this art book real quick and point this out to you. I don't even know why they list Gon. He's not mechanical, which is funny. And there's like probably 2 or 3 missing characters not even in there on as far as the character pages go. Okay, there is a page in here. There we go. Talks about different like Tekken lingo, and then tries to explain kind of what each thing means. Can't seem to find where that went to. And then there's like a page for merchandise, but don't show like the complete merchandise. Also, I guess another bad thing, the citations are not, that is not EndNote citation, it's not MLA documentation style. So as far as the I guess documentation goes on the sources, definitely not grammatically correct, and it really don't say where or what page these citations are referring to in this book. So I don't know, whatever. And I'm thinking there's no table of there's got to be a table of contents. There we go, table of contents. I might be able to find it. Citations, ready to fight. The moves, 226. That's why I couldn't find it. Oh, movies. What? 72. It talks about a debate about stick versus pad. Like, really? I'm sure that was a thing with Tekken, but this is whatever you prefer. I found that to be kind of dumb. There we go. Dumb or condescending. Page it's called Talking the Talk. That is number 60, page 60. I don't think there's any chapters in here the way the table of contents is made out, but page 60, Talking the Talk. And my gripe about this is a list right here on the sides. On this side, right, these sides, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pages of this. Apparently these are Tekken lingos. These words such as cancel, broken, bounce. Bounce, weird, never heard that used before. And, you know, just common stuff like active frames, chickens, counter hit, reversals. Is no reversals ain't on it, is it? Let me see. I don't know what they called it. Reversal. Okay. Yeah, and then something about get up kick. Any kick performed from any knockdown position. Anyways, as some of this stuff is they try to explain what these mean, and then they're just kind of way off on some of the meanings. The bounce was what kind of threw me off, because I never really heard the word bounce. I heard bound, because they used to have bound moves in Tekken 6, and then Tekken 7 got screw attacks, or what some people call them, tornado attacks. That's not a bounce. The bound moves, that's not a bounce. But it says bounce, an attack that slams your opponent to the floor, making them bounce off the floor, and it allows you to continue your air juggle or combo. I'm like, wait a minute, what bounce? There's bound and there's screw attacks, but what's bounce? I don't know. Eat and 8? That's like an insult. They put the word eat in there. Because he ate that move. Like, who would not know that? Which they state means to get hit directly by a move. Would have never knew. A free hit. A free hit. I mean, I don't watch a lot of tournaments, don't get me wrong, but maybe they say free hit, but all I've ever heard someone say when it comes to playing Tekken was guaranteed hit. So free hit, a move that is sure to land when executed at the proper moment. In other words, sure to land. Well, the term should be guaranteed hit, and it means the hit is guaranteed to hit. It's 100% going to hit you regardless when you execute the move properly. So, yes, weird. A fox step. Move that can be formed facing either towards or away from your opponent. Maybe I'm learning something there, I don't know. Never heard that before. And a juggle starter? Literally right there where my thumb is. Juggle starter. Who says juggle starter? Those are called launchers. A move or a combination of moves that gets the opponent into the air, sets them up for a juggle, aka air juggle. But that's called a launcher. And it's a launcher is a move that knocks the opponent into the air. And then from there, you can get an air juggle. Anyways. Oh look, the word masher's in here. Someone who randomly hits buttons without any idea of proper gameplay. I've heard button masher. Just someone that hits buttons, but anyways. A mirror match. I would have never knew what that was if that wasn't in here. And it says a fight where both players use the same characters. Yeah, wouldn't have knew that. And this one, I don't know. It's just whatever. It has the word spam to repeat a move again and again. I probably would have more or less said to repeat a move over and over again, but anyways. That one, I mean, some of these are pretty much given. You shouldn't have to be told what they mean. And then there's this one that says poke, to do minor damage to an opponent, usually for the purpose of hit and run tactics, disrupting combos or setting up bigger damage moves, but mostly they're mid attacks when you poke, but whatever. There's another one in here. I'm going to end it after I was trying to look. Oh, turtle. Okay, I disagree with their when they had the word turtle in here. Right there, turtle, and it has like a short definition. It says a play style that emphasizes defensive tactics. And I would have to disagree on that. It should be called turtle and bait. And that's actually a term that's in one of the game guides, the official game guides. I believe it's in the Tekken 8 or Tekken 5 game guide. But anyways, it talks about turtle and baiting, and it also talks about footsie, which is weird that footsie's not in here. But turtle and baiting is basically someone. I wouldn't call it like a defensive tactic. They're just waiting on the other person or their opponent to do an attack. In other words, when the opponent does attack, then they whiff it, which leaves them open, and then they can launch them for high damage from an air juggle, or maybe they can do a hit that does major damage because their opponent whiffed. And then footsie is basically, don't get me wrong, it's kind of a smart thing to do, but it's spacing yourself out. It's kind of giving you running close. You give the opponent the illusion that you're close enough to get hit, and then basically you can do like a backdash cancel or a backdash or a sidestep or something while they go to try to attack you, and then they whiff, leaving them open to get punished. That's basically what footsie is. It is kind of moving in and out, making the opponent think that you're close enough to get hit, causing them to whiff an attack, which kind of goes along with turtle and bait. You're basically just waiting for your opponent to attack so you can whiff punish them. And that can kind of make matches boring and just whatever. Don't turtle and bait. Yeah, don't get this book. So, yes, it's not just a rant coming from some random person. Obviously, I played it Tekken for I don't know how many years. Started with, I played 1 in arcade, played 1 on the demo for PlayStation 1, played 2 in arcade. I've never played 3 in arcade, but I played 3 on PlayStation 3. Was the first one I owned for the PlayStation console. I got it for Christmas, and from there I ended up getting all the other Tekkens, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8. I don't like 8. I don't like 8. Whatever. And I have 1, 2, and also have Tekken 4 for PlayStation 1, but that's another thing for another time. But so it's not just some random game player or gamer or something. And also, I graduated from college with a associate's degree with a major in liberal arts, but so it's not some random person just ranting, giving their opinion. That doesn't hold any weight. Believe me, it does hold weight. Don't get this book. Don't waste your money on it. Peace. Thank you. I'll probably go over this more extensively, like I said, in the next video or live stream, as I'm able to finish reading it. Then I can just show you every grammatical error. I mean, yeah, I know they probably meant whatever, but as many grammatical errors and typos that were in it, it shouldn't have had that many had they had someone proofread it, because it seemed like it was rushed and written by I'm just going to be honest with you, I feel like it was written by an amateur, but whatever.